All right, please, I write the title on the board and check if it's clear or no. So, pages 160 and 61, analyzing the passage, the extract itself. Analyzing the summary or the passage, analyzing the given passage. Do you see the board, please, clearly?
Yes.
Is it clear, the title and so on?
Yes.
Okay, write the title, please. Write the title as you can see. What? No, later on. All right, is it clear, please?
Yes, Mr. We can see.
Take note. Okay, take note. And now I will have to choose two of you to read the passage. Since it is a conversation dialogue between Lady Bracknell and Jack, so I will have to choose both of you or two of you to read. Both of you to read, please. All right? Shall we start? Yes? Who wants to be Lady Bracknell and who wants to be Jack? Hello? Nada?
Yes, Mr.
You will be Lady Bracknell, all right? Clear?
Okay. Yeah, okay, Mr.
Asna, you will be Jack.
Okay, teacher.
Yalla, go ahead. This passage comes from Act 1 of the play. This extract, Lady Bracknell, in this extract, Lady Bracknell introduced Jack about his social standing. It means his social background. She is trying to determine if he will be a good match for Gwendolyn. Go ahead, Lady Bracknell.
Are your parents living?
Jack.
I have lost both my parents.
To lose one parent, Mr. Worthing may be regarded as a misfortune. To lose both looks like carelessness. Who was your father? He was eventually a man of some wealth. Was he born in what the radical papers called the purple of commerce, or did he rise from the ranks of an aristocracy?
Aristocracy. Yes?
I'm afraid I really don't know. The fact is, Lady Bracknell, I said I had lost my parents. It would be nearer the truth to say that my parents seem to have lost me. I don't actually know who I am by birth. I was when I was found.
Found?
The late Mr. Thomas Cardew, an old gentleman of a very charitable and kindly disposition, found me and gave me the name of Worthing because he happened to have a first-class ticket for Worthing in his pocket at that time. Worthing is a place in Sussex. It is a seaside resort.
Where did the charitable gentleman who had a first-class ticket for this seaside resort find you?
In a handbag.
A handbag?
Yes, Lady Bracknell, I was found in a handbag, a somewhat large black leather handbag with handles to it, an ordinary handbag, in fact.
In a locality, did this Mr. James or Thomas Cardew come across disorderly handbag.
In the cloakroom at Victoria Station. It was given to him in Mr. own.
The cloakroom at Victoria Station.
Yes, the Brighton line.
The line is a material, Mr. Worthing. I confused. I feel somewhat bewildered by what you have just told me. To be born or at any rate break. In a handbag, whether it had handles or not, seems to me to display a concept for an ordinary decision of family life that reminds one of the worst excuses of the French Revolution. And I presume you know what our unfortunate movement led to. As for the particular locality in which the handbag was found, particularly located a cloakroom at a railway station might serve a counsel of a social indiscretion, has probably indeed been used for that purpose before now, but it could hardly be regarded as an acute basis from a recognized position in a good society.
Good.
Sorry, Mr.
Very good, Nada. Continue, Hasna.
May I ask you then, what would you advise me to do? I need hardly say I would do anything in the world to ensure Gwendolyn's happiness.
Nada.
I would strongly advise you, Mr. Worthing, to try and acquire some relations as soon as possible and to make a definite effort to produce at any rate one parent of either sex before the season is quite over.
Well, I don't see how I could possibly manage to do that. I can produce the handbag at any moment. It is in my dressing room at home. I really think that should satisfy Lady Bracknell.
Me, sir? What has it to do with me? You can hardly imagine what I and Lord Bracknell would dream of allowing our daughter, a girl brought up with the utmost care, to marry into a cloakroom and from an alliance with a parcel. Good morning, Mr. Worthing.
Thank you so much for both of you. Quite nice reading. Thank you, and quite interesting. Okay, the others, were you following, please? Abdullah, Nadine, Abdul Rahman, Rayyan, Sultan, Maliha.
Yes.
Were you following?
Yes, Mr.
Thank you, Sultan. I hope you are fine. All right. Yes, I will have to write 5 or 4 difficult words on the board and you will have to take them. Later on, we will move to the question to answer. Okay? So just let me write these words on the board and try to write them also. Rayyan, Nawaf. Rayyan.
Yes, Mister.
How are you? Fine?
Fine.
Okay, now, all of you, please, you will have to write on your books, vocabulary in context. Vocabulary in context. Quickly. Vocabulary in context. Vocabulary in context. We have the word bewildered, which means confused. Confused. We have also the word decencies. Decencies, which means standards of life. Standards of life. Standards of life. The third one, content. Content, which means the feeling was something, the feeling when something is beneath consideration, when something is beneath consideration. consideration. Is being in consideration. And the last word would be indiscretion. Indiscretion, which means imprudent, someone who is careless. Imprudent, which means imprudent. Lacking something. Lacking something. Write these words, please. Are they clear for you?
Yes, Mr.
What about the others? Nadine, Malih,
Yes, clear.
Abdullah.
Yes, Mr. Yes, clear.
Yalla, go ahead. Rayyan, take the notes. Quickly. Take the notes, please. Have you finished, please? Finished?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes.
All of you?
No,
Yes.
no, Mr.
Yalla,
Still.
Sultan, please. Speed up, Sultan. Yalla, yalla. Speed up. At least let's finish with the comprehension question, please. Rayyan Umar,
Yes.
finished?
Yes.
Okay. Where's Fatma?
I don't know.
You should be okay. Shall I proceed?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, let me clean Sultan.
Yes, yes, Mr.
Thank you. All right. Move to the next page, please. Have a look at the response section. Skip the first question and think about the second one. The response section on next page. Think about question number 2. Forget about the first one because it needs CD player and we don't. It was about the prediction of someone. It's not an important question. Go ahead. Number 2, response section. Question 2. Someone read the question, please. Question number 2. Nadine, read the question.
How did the author communicate to the idea?
The main
To the main
idea.
idea.
Yeah. Is it
Which
with
one or
image?
more?
Yes.
With images.
With images or with dialogue or by explaining them directly?
By explaining them directly.
Listen to me. Look at the passage. It's a conversation, yes or no? The passage itself is a dialogue, yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So here it's quite clear that the author, Oscar Wilde, communicates the main ideas of this
Dialogue.
passage with a dialogue. The dialogue is between the two major characters, Lady Bracknell and Jack. So it's quite clear that it's with dialogue, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, so right, question number 2, the author communicates the main ideas with the dialogue. Simply, the author, just right, please go ahead. The author communicates the main ideas, the main ideas with a dialogue. As simple as such. This is how he communicated, or this is how he communicates the main ideas. Very good. Question 3, number 3. Abdullah Zajjari, read the question number 3, please. Abdullah? Hello?
Yes, Mr.
Read question number 3.
Okay. Who are the major characters in
Major,
the
major,
passage?
not major, major
Jack.
characters. Yes,
Major character in the passage. Jack
in the passage. Who are the major characters in the passage? Who are they? Jack and who? Who else?
and Lady.
Very good. Lady Bracknell.
Right.
As simple as such. Lady Bracknell and Jack are the major characters in this passage. Write down. Number 3. Lady Bracknell and Jack. Jack and Lady Bracknell and Lady Bracknell are the major characters. Are the major characters. Are the major characters. Take notes, please. Sultan. Hasna.
Yes.
Yeah, finished?
Yes.
All right, Sultan, Maliha, have you finished?
Yes.
Okay, Sultan,
Yes, Mr. Yes.
finished?
Yes.
Okay, the last question now. Read, Sultan, please. The last question.
Mister, I don't have a book.
Okay, Hasna. Read the fourth question, the last one, please.
Which of the words from the phrase bank do you think best describes how Jack feels in the passage? What about Lady Bracknell? Explain.
Okay, good. You are given here. You are given in here some words in the bank. You will have to choose the best one which fit the character of Jack and the character of Lady Bracknell. How can you describe both characters through the given words? Yes. How can you describe Jack, please?
Nervous.
Very good, Nada Khalid. He is nervous, yeah. What else? What else? Frustrated,
Relieved.
yeah?
Relieved.
Not relieved, no. He doesn't look like calm. He looks nervous and frustrated since he is talking to Lady Bracknell, a Victorian lady, a lady who feels herself proud. So simply we can say that Jack looks nervous and frustrated in front of Lady Bracknell. Yes or no?
Yes, mister.
Yeah. So question number 4. Question number 4. Just like this. Jack looks, take notes please. Go ahead, take notes. Jack looks nervous and frustrated. Frustrated. Jack looks nervous and frustrated. Yes. What about Lady Bracknell? Lady Bracknell. How can you describe her, Nadine? How can you describe Lady Bracknell? Nadine? Nadine?
Mr. Fatma want to join. I mean, let her.
I have accepted her. I have accepted her. Fatma.
Okay.
Yes,
But
Mister.
You came very late. Where were you? You came very late.
Mister, I was sleeping.
Sleeping now, Fatma.
Allah يهديني استاذ.
Don't sleep. Don't sleep much, Fatma, please. Yalla, go ahead. So, we can describe Lady Bracknell. Nadine, how can you describe Lady Bracknell? Abdurrahman Ghafri. Khatri, sorry. Abdurrahman.
نعم أستاذ.
Sad? Can we say sad, mister? She's sad?
No, she is not sad. No, she doesn't look sad. She looks relieved. She talks calmly. Since she is the interviewer, she interviews Jack. So it means
She's
that,
excited.
yeah, she is in the position of power. She is relieved, calm, and also she is what? Maliha.
Indifferent.
Very good, Maliha, excellent girl. She is both relieved and indifferent. She doesn't care. She just interviews Jack, okay? That's it. She doesn't care. What she needs is answers to her questions. That's all. So, Jack looks nervous and frustrated. Meanwhile, come on, Lady Bracknell is both relieved and indifferent. Indifferent, it means she doesn't care. She just asks him the questions and she needs answers only. Is it clear? All right?
Yes, mister.
Okay. Hasna, is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you. Did you take the note?
Yes.
Okay, because it's time I have to go to the grade 11 now. So tomorrow, inshallah, we will finish the others, all right? The other questions. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you so
Okay,
much
Mr.
for your attendance. Try to think about the other section, the understand section at home for tomorrow. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Okay.
cooperation. See you tomorrow, inshallah.
Okay.